Hello, my name is Sean Silbert, and welcome to my video presentation on process costing for managerial accounting. We're going to be covering 4 topics in this presentation: comparison between job order costing and process costing, business examples of these, the importance of equivalent units of production, and overhead allocation using activity-based costing. Firstly, we must ask, what is a cost accounting system? It's a framework used by firms to estimate the cost of their products for determining profitability, improving analysis, inventory valuation, and cost control. As managers, we use this system to record, measure, and report efficiently, generate timely and accurate cost information, to control costs and determine selling prices, and most importantly, to improve decision-making and performance evaluation. The 2 basic costing systems are job order and process. Although the 2 basic types of cost accounting systems have some things in common, such as having the same purpose, using the same basic manufacturing accounts, and having basically the same flow of costs, they are different in many ways. The job order system is designed to meet the needs of each specific customer and usually makes smaller quantities of customized or specialized products based on that customer's preferences. They also track costs by the specific job, which can either be a single item or a relatively small batch of items. The process system involves the mass production of extremely similar or identical products in a continuous and sequential flow of processes. The process system is used to produce homogeneous goods, products that have very little or no differentiation, and tracks costs by department. For our business example of job order costing, we're going to use a catering business. This company caters for special events such as wedding receptions, corporate events, and fundraisers, and each event is customized on many levels and always produced individually per event. The catering business uses job order costing because each event involves high levels of customization, including types and proportions of food items, service and cooking staff, and rentals. The costs of materials and labor vary between events, known as jobs. Job order costing uses job order cost sheets, time tickets, and predetermined overhead rates, which are allocated based on the type of event, which could be full service, limited service, or no service. And direct labor is used as an allocation factor for overhead because it is the most predictable and significant cost involved. We will be using the textbook manufacturer as a business example of process costing. This company uses process costing due to their high volume of standardized manufacturing. Each item of product is nearly identical to the others and is manufactured using a series of streamlined processes. The textbook manufacturer produces large volumes of textbooks that go through multiple processes, including but not limited to printing, binding, and packaging. Process costing uses the process cost summary or production report for each department. This describes costs charged to each department and reports equivalent units of production, which we'll touch on later, achieved by each department. Process costing uses multiple work in process accounts across departments. Now, completed units and equivalent units in each department are counted and measured at the end of each period. Equivalent units of production is a crucial element in the costing process. Equivalent units of production represents the number of units that could have been started and completed given the costs incurred during the period. In process operations, companies end each period with inventories of finished goods and work in process. In order to accurately assign and reconcile costs, companies must use equivalent units of production. Now we move on to activity-based costing. Product costs are determined using direct materials, direct labor, and overhead. Since the physical components of a product and the work of making a product can be traced to units of output, the assignment of costs of these factors is usually straightforward. Overhead costs are not directly related to production volume and cannot be traced to units of product in the same way. Today we'll be focusing on the activity-based costing method of assigning overhead costs. Activity-based costing uses multiple overhead allocation rates based on activities, which are tasks, operations, and procedures. ABC method offers more accurate overhead cost allocation, more effective overhead cost control, focuses on relevant factors, and provides better management of activities. Here we have a chart exhibiting activity-based costing for the textbook manufacturer, which uses the process costing method. On the left, we have activity cost pools, which are groups of activities. Then we have estimated overhead, activity cost drivers, activity cost driver quantity, and overhead rate. Estimated overhead divided by total estimated activity provides us an overhead rate. Each of these rates will allow us to more accurately define what amount of overhead to allocate to each activity pool. Well, that's it for my video presentation on process costing for managerial accounting. Please leave comments below to let me know what you thought of my presentation. Thanks.